Hello, hello, hello. It's Ecom Rebel. We're back live again. It's in the afternoon, a bit late this afternoon. Saturday. I think it is, what is it? 3:30 afternoon, and what day? Oh yeah, 30th of June. Saturday, 30th of June. I think it's still, I don't know if it's turned over a new day in the States or not, but we're at Saturday here, so that's good. Alright, just want to say g'day to you guys out there. So let's get into some of the market action, get into some of the news. I'm going to cover some articles and some fun stuff. Alright, so let's have a quick look at the market. Alright, let's have a look. I'm on coinlib.io, one of my favourite places. Just waiting for it to load. Well. Bitcoin smashing it out, $6,404. Wow, we're up 9.91%, nearly up 10% in the last 24 hours. What exciting news. And Ethereum at 451, up about 10%. Ripple, 47 cents, up 6%. Bitcoin Cash, $758, up 15%. EOS, $8.20, it's up 12%. Litecoin in position 6 at 82.25, 12% up. Stellar, 19 cents, up 12%. Cardano, 13 cents, up 15%. IOTA, $1.02, up 12%. And Tether rounding out the top 10, $1, of course. And it doesn't really move, but the volume is at 2.71 billion. Actually, pardon me, market cap 2.71 billion. So there you go. That is the top 10 for you today. So, and our volume is at 24-hour volume is $11.13 billion. So, yeah, why do you think the market went up today? So let me know in the comments below. Say hi if you're watching. And tell me what you think the market went up today. I would like to know your thoughts on that. I have my thoughts, but I'd like to hear from you guys why you think the markets went up. Market cap, $255 billion. So let's check out the news on Cointelegraph. Some stuff there for EOS. Nothing too interesting. Didn't really see that. I mean, there's always stuff there, but nothing. It's all, blah, blah, blah. There was something about Microsoft partners with 2 Asian firms on blockchain. Could be interesting. We're seeing a lot of that. We're seeing a lot of these big companies get involved in blockchain projects. Yep, I can't see anything crazy in the news. Ooh, except this little article. Bitcoin price sees a second dip below 6K this year as CME futures expire. Interesting. So, let's have a look. I've had a look on Twitter. It's always good for news. So, there was a couple of articles I pulled out of this. So, first of all is Coinbase. Now, Coinbase Pro. This one, I believe, is right now it is live. What happened was, I think Friday, June 29th. So basically, depending where you are, it's already gone for me, but last day somewhere else. GDAX is gone. So if you're trading GDAX, you'll now be using Coinbase Pro. And if you haven't used it, you can click this link at pro.coinbase.com is the link. Actually, we'll click that and have a quick look and check it out. Now, essentially, it's their new platform. I saw a lot of tweets saying people weren't happy with the new platform. They liked the old one. The old one will be basically it's shut down. They're moving everything over to GDAX, so you either like it or you don't, really. They have made some changes, though, and because people have been whinging and bitching about what the problems were, so they've actually addressed a few of those. Mainly it was user interface, plus issues with how clunky it is and things like that. But essentially they're bringing over balances from GDAX into Coinbase Pro, and any trading history also brought over. And anything that if you go to gdax.com, you're going to be redirected to Coinbase Pro. So we'll have a quick look at their site right now. Let's have a look. Wait for that to load. All right. So this is basically their platform, what it looks like. It's pretty straightforward. I can't remember whether I had I think I did have a GDAX. Obviously, I'll double check, make sure I do have an account with Coinbase Pro. I haven't signed up for that one. I don't think I've signed up for it yet, but I will check it out. Apparently, their volume at the moment, they're doing 0% maker fees on trades, volume-based discounts, and fees for the takers go as low as 0.1%. So pretty good on the pricing. It just depends on whether they're going to get people going there, trading a platform. It'd be interesting to see what happens. But essentially, they're taking it right over from GDAX, so that should be interesting. So yeah, that's a quick look at their platform. I might do I'll see how we go. We might do a bit more in depth on that one. But that's a quick look at it. And essentially, once you progress from, like, let's say you can buy and sell Bitcoin on Coinbase, if you want to start trading in the other alts and start making some money trading, then this is why Coinbase, they're moving into this trading area. They've been doing it for a while, but they've just moved the platform over, and they've got rid of the other one. So that was interesting. That was that news. Close down those two. Another news was Origin Trail. I did talk about this briefly last few days. They've actually launched their testnet. Okay, so now you can participate in the test network beta program as a node holder. So if you own enough tokens, you can get into it. So it says the testnet is live. What else they got here? Basically, they're going to be running this testnet until everything seems to be working. Then obviously they'll release a mainnet. That's how it usually works. And essentially, they want to solve bugs, make sure things work as they're meant to work. Now, how to join the testnet beta program? So developers can visit gitter.im. There's links here on this page. I'll put the link in here if you want to check that out. Also, companies, you'll need email Origin Trail and talk to business development team if you're interested as a company. Also, individual Trace token holders. So, like myself, I hold Trace. If you want to run a node, there's tutorials on how to run a node available here, and our team is available on Discord to help you. So I'll be checking that out, seeing exactly how many Origin Trail tokens I need to run a node. So that will be interesting. So that's good news. They're moving forward with their product. And that's the most important thing about ICOs and really any coin project or any project out there is that they're actually progressing and moving along. And you see, regardless of the price of some of these things, the technology is still moving forward. There's still developers working on it. They're still creating and making things, regardless of the price going down. So these are things you've got to take in consideration. And eventually, when these things do come out and they are providing real value, then it becomes worth more. And people then discover, wow, that is a little bit more than what it was at what current price is now. Some other cool news is this one. Now, Cointext. I have done a demo of Cointext before. I really like it. I like it because it's simple to do. So I might do maybe a demo of that in the future about Cointext. So you can always check it out. It's at cointext.io. I will just open that page. Copy that and open up a new link. So if you're not familiar with Cointext.io, the idea behind it is that you can send and receive Bitcoin Cash using SMS. And there's only a certain amount they had a beta release, so I was involved in that, and it worked flawlessly with me. So the reason why they made it Bitcoin Cash and not Bitcoin was mainly the fees. Bitcoin is just ridiculous amount of fees. Yesterday, I paid $2.24, I think, it was the day before. I just did this, a pretty small transaction, and it cost me more money than it costs me to pull money out of an ATM here in Australia. It costs $2.50 to pull money out of an ATM, which is just stupid anyway, but that's how much you pay. Well, I paid more to transfer money with Bitcoin. Now, yeah, that sucks. So Bitcoin Cash the fees are a lot lower. That's why they're using it. Also, it's faster, zero conf time. So that means transactions can happen really quickly. So the way it works, simply, I'll probably do a proper demo later, but some videos there. Essentially, you can send, receive, and get your balance using just messages, like using your SMS. And essentially your phone acts as like a wallet, and you also have your own Bitcoin Cash address as well. So I mean, there's still got a way to go, but this article is what I liked about it. Was they've just closed a round of $600,000 seed funding, led by this group here, Yeoman Capital. We're dedicated to making cryptocurrency easy to use for the maximum number of people. Okay, so that's true. If you can see, when I was introducing my friends to crypto, I would do, I'd get them to, let's say I want to share some Bitcoin with them, right? So I would have to get them to, this is in person, I'd have to get them to download an app first. Once they downloaded that app and we went through that process, which was pretty straightforward, but we did that process, then once I had their QR code on the screen, I could scan and send them with my phone to their phone. But I'm using the apps to and using the QR codes to send through the Bitcoin, right? So that's how I originally was doing it, and then along came Cointext. So now what I like to do is if I want to introduce someone to crypto, I can send them a message and say, hey, do you want me to send you some crypto? Sure. And then I can send them crypto using this service. And it is, as soon as they receive that, as soon as they receive that message to say they've got received that transaction, their phone acts as that wallet, and whatever you've sent to them, it could be $1, it could be $10, it could be less, it could be $1,000, $1 million worth of Bitcoin Cash, doesn't matter. And you send that to them, they then have control. They can send it on to any other wallet. So this is really exciting, and what's also exciting, they didn't even have to run an ICO. They just got an extra $600,000. So I can be sure that if someone's going to invest $600,000 into this project and they're not running an ICO, this is definitely going to make an impact into adoption. So yeah, very excited about that. I'll do a demo for you later on exactly how that works. So that's pretty good. All right, let's have a look. Privatex, another ICO ages ago I've been following. This is a little article they came out with, what was it? Oh yeah, how the Privatex networks. This is sort of pretty technical, goes into all the different stages. I'll put links below so you can check that out as well. But essentially Privatex it's a VPN service, a decentralized VPN service. So I don't know if you ever use a VPN service, but it's a virtual private network, and it's designed so that you can be in one country and you can connect with a VPN to a different country, and it's like you're actually using the internet from whichever country you VPN into. So let's say you have a VPN into the United States. Then what happens is when you go to a website or use services, it thinks you're in the States. It thinks you're in America. It doesn't know that you're from anywhere else. In all intents and purposes, you are. So, and you might think, well, what's the point of that? Well, VPNs are used for lots of different reasons. One is to get around geo restrictions. A lot of places and websites put geo restrictions and say, hey, we're not going to accept any traffic from this country. So you use a VPN into another country and you get access to that website. That's one of the uses that is used for. Also, it's used for secure, I suppose dealing with security issues and not so much messaging, but it's just a secure way of using the internet.
so no one actually can see what you're doing and stuff like that. That's the other role of like a VPN. It's very private. If you even, like, your whole normal internet you have, if it's not in a VPN and completely encrypted, then it's completely exposed and everyone can see exactly what you're doing. So the provider of your internet service and also any government authority can see exactly what you're doing. If you use something like a VPN, everything you do is totally encrypted, and it's more difficult for them to know exactly what you're doing. Okay. So that talks about this. They're building a decentralized VPN, and they're well on their way to doing that. So that's moving forward pretty good. So, hey Brad, how you doing, mate? Yeah, I saw that Lambo the other day. Lambo had some pretty cool pics in that video. That would have been fun. So that sounded good. If you haven't checked that out, check out Brad's video. He did. I think they were working on it was an ICO, but now it's moved on. It's post ICO, and very interesting how that works. So if you want to check out his video, check that out. What else have we got here? Oh yeah, there's the other one I want to talk about was back to why the price has done this. So let's have a quick look at some charts. Here's a chart. BTC, USD on GDAX. See this little green arrow down in the right hand corner? So this time here is 1600, and we're at the moment we're in London time. This chart's on London time. So this time here is 1600, which is 4 p.m. So I want to show you something. When we go to CME Group, this is what does futures, right? The final settlement value. Yeah, thanks, Brad. Just check out that. Yeah, Easy Token. He's actually put a link. If you're on live now, you should be able to see that. Maybe he's only sent that to me. I'll put that link in there for you, Brad, so other people can check that out. So getting back to the futures, this final settlement value is based upon the Bitcoin reference rate at 4 p.m. London time on the expiry. So just to see if maybe you're not with me right now about what's going on, I'll just open up this little image. Alright, you may not be able to see that. Let me just flick over to this one. Alright, so this is the Bitcoin futures calendar, and this was the June here, and this is the first trade, 15th of December 2017 through the 29th of June 2018. Now this finishes at 4 p.m. London time on the 29th of June, which has passed. If we go back to, let's go back to Chrome. Let's have a look at this chart again. That time right there with that green arrow represents the expiry of the futures. Now, funny thing happened. As soon as that contract expired, the market went from 5,800 to 6,400. So this is like, we've seen, I suppose the market's been pretty, let's say call it depressed or whatever. It's been trading at the low, like lows in recent lows anyway, 5,800. Obviously we're on the 1 hour at the moment. We'll just duck out to 1 hour, 1 day. Let's have a quick look where we are on the big scheme of things. Little arrow's a little bit too big. But, so this is, I'll just move this up a little bit. So as you can see, this is the time frame. So we've had this move back down, we move up and back down again. And now this period of time here is the end of the expiry. And as soon as it's expired, the market went back up again. So I honestly believe there is a direct correlation to the futures market. the futures market does play a role, especially it's so so evident when you check out the expiries and just to see where the actual price of Bitcoin is. Now there is, if you want to check out some more information about this, you can go to on Twitter. The handle is super_crypto. Now, to give you an example, this is what he did 7 hours ago before this happened. I'm going to show you this chart. This is Bitcoin, right, when it was at 5,700, and this was before the price. The price now is at 6,500. It's actually predicted this pattern already. This is a W pattern that you get. It's when you basically, the chart follows a pattern at the bottom where it goes down, up, down, it touches practically the same point and goes up again. This is like a sort of like a well-known pattern that you get, like W's, and then if it's the top of the market, you get M's. And they don't have to look exact, but that's the idea of what a W. He predicted this, so he's got it going roughly back up to 6,800. We're right now at 6,500. So when we look at that, we're at 64 right now. But this is exactly what the chart did. So it went down to 5,800, 5,700, and bang, back up again. So what's interesting is this if you follow the futures and when these expiries happen, this is exactly what happens. So at the moment, I'm not sure exactly where the market's going to go, but it's going to go. It has to move, right? It doesn't stay the same place all the time. So the choices are: is it going to go, a lot lower? Could do. I still don't think it will, but there's a very high possibility it can do like what it did here, where it went from 6,000, up to 10K within a couple of weeks. In a good month, we can definitely see that. So that can happen. Don't know if it will happen or not, but at the moment, it's this sign where it's moved away from that low and moved away strongly. We'll see in the next couple of days whether we're going to get continued bullish days or not. But if we get continuous bullish days and maybe past this first point, that could be a point that, hey, maybe we're moving back up again. So, yeah, just thought I'd share that with you that, basically there's things at play that, maybe you don't understand, and, you don't have to understand everything. But the futures does play a role in the market. It does, the way it works is it can be, because the futures market and like for Bitcoin is so small, it can be manipulated, especially when people accumulate Bitcoin, which they did, and they can be selling it off to these huge rallies here that we saw. Now, this is not all doom and gloom. I make money regardless of whether the market is going up or down. Okay. So, if you're not sure about how that works, you can always message me. You can always, get a bit of education on it. I've recently just released a free getting started guide for crypto. Okay. You can check that out if you go to ecomrebel.com. I'll have a link there which says click here to start, or I'll put a link directly below. You can check that as well. Now, at the moment, this course is a paid course, but I've included a coupon. If you go to my website, you'll see the coupon there. You can use that coupon and get the course completely free, and that's going to get you started in the basics. I don't want you making mistakes. So check that out. This is what it looks like when you go here and just click on this little button. If you want to check what's out in the course, this is tell you what you're going to learn, and all the information are down there. So yeah, if you're getting started and you're really not sure about too much, you need to sort of get better education and start with this. And I want you to have it so that you can learn more about it and then get educated. And and then when you're up to speed with that, you can ask me how I make money when the when the market's going up or down. It's irrelevant. You get paid anyway. All right. Just want to check some of the comments. Brad mentions Selfkey's opened their wallet and now on Binance. It's oh yeah, so that's good. So Selfkey, I do remember Selfkey was one of the ICOs we got into a while back. So that was good. So I'll just go to Selfkey just so you guys know about that one. And Binance, yeah, Binance, pretty big exchange if you can get onto there. Selfkey. So it's selfkey.org. I think that's the one you're talking about. There was another one with a similar name, but I think Selfkey is the one you mean. We'll have a look at that. And then Brad mentions Ozcoin Bitcoin ATMs now in Brisbane. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait till I try out one of those ATMs. It's probably going to be a bit expensive for fees, you know, but hey, I'll give it a crack. I'll have to probably journey. I think they're in the city. I have to check out some of the locations and check that out. But I wouldn't mind, you know, just it's all about adoption. If people don't use this stuff, it's not going to progress. So people are going to see the benefits. So I like the idea of the ATMs and also the machines where you can buy and sell crypto. Anything that allows for better adoption as well, like that Cointex.io. It's pretty cool too. All right. Ooh, let's close. Taking too long to load. Let's close the loading screen. Let's see if that works. They make these fancy sites. It's all good. Oh, finally here. So Selfkey, the idea behind that was that you could control your identity. So it was a wallet that essentially you have your identity details in it. So, and it proves using the blockchain that you're the one that has that identity, you control that identity, and you can use it to access different services. And so it was a great project, and it looks like they're coming along. I'll just check out what they say on their blog about what they mention. Brad said they open their wallet now on Binance, so I'll see what they mention in their blog. It'll be interesting to see what they say. So yeah, I'd like to know your thoughts. What do you think about the market right now? So we've seen the market go up, you know, pretty quickly at the end of this futures. Do you think that the futures is playing a part in it? Do you not know anything about the futures and oblivious to that? You're not even at the stage, you don't even know how to send Bitcoin, or you're looking at, you know, how to make better informed trades and make some money off some coins. Just let me know in the comments. That'd be great. Here we go. So Selfkey is now listed on Binance. So that's good news. That happened a couple of days ago on the 27th, which is excellent. So Binance, pretty big exchange. That will help Selfkey get a bit more exposure and more volume too. So that's fantastic news. Very cool. Alrighty, I think that covers about it. I think I wanted to cover the main things. So yeah, as I said, I'll try and put some of these links below in the so you can check them out. But just be aware, especially with these futures, I'll try and keep on top of it to keep you guys informed about when these expiry days are happening. Because when they, if they need to, the reason why it moves afterwards is because if they need the price to be at a certain level for them to make money in futures, they will dump Bitcoin to get the price lower to where that meets the point where their futures position becomes profitable and makes money, a lot of money. So they will, because they've accumulated Bitcoin, they will dump Bitcoin and push the price down, and in doing so, they can make more money off the futures market. So, ooh, sounds complicated, yes it does, but the fact is these people have got the money and got the Bitcoin, and they also know how to use to trade in futures. And then what happens is when it expires, that is the end of that period. So the buying up is basically it's them not suppressing the market. Is probably more the point. And now they've got a choice. They've got a choice either, is this market going to go back up over 10,000 or not? But we're definitely going to. I think we're going to see a run. I don't think we're going to see continued sideways action. It's definitely going to move from there. No, Tether app. I haven't had an update on that. Brad just asked about Tether. There's no update when that app's ready. When it is, I will let you guys know, because I'm pretty excited about when that comes out. That'll allow me to, at the moment, there's only local Bitcoins where you can actually buy and sell Bitcoin. It's probably sort of like a really clunky interface. It's not that great, but when this new one comes out from Tether, when it finally launches, that'll be exciting, because essentially you'll be able to buy and sell and exchange crypto just using your phone. So that will be really handy. All right, I think that covers about it. I think that's all we need to do for the moment. Yeah, cool. All right, so if you've got any thoughts on what you think the market is going to go, great. If you want to check out my course, make sure you check that out. Have a look at the videos. I've got some introductory videos to tell you what it's all about. See if that's something for you. And if you've got any questions you need me to answer, put them down below and I will try and help you out. Okay? No worries. Have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.